waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up, went broke in the tell now to change down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. LMPD, go and get yourself esteem. And she try and link up. So much we got synced up. Pepto biz with this pink stuff is gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't...
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready...
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Baby gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic.
We are pleased with the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up
Eason on second down.
23-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Eason. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Second down, here's Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, catch made here by Campbell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Complete on the throwaway.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
A 34-yard.
Blankenship's kick is good. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Colts 3, Bengals nothing.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
They should have put a stamp on
bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
30-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
He was taken.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
3-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Joe Mixon.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And a Bengal 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The 34-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Bengals.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The ball carrier. Geno Atkins on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 4.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now in Indianapolis.
Bengals 3.
It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 6 yards there. 1st down, Cincinnati. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
He's tackled.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A 6-yard
second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the Colts' 23-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Burrow now off the bootleg. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Third down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up from the 32. Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close.